We're all gonna die! We're doomed! Fighter, save us! Never fear, I am here to save the day. Yay! Okay, so what are you gonna do? Oh no, wait. I can't help. I'm useless. I forgot my glassblower's tools. Hello everyone and welcome to Grit and Glory. Before we get into the video, I just want to announce that we have the Kickstarter launching in 2 days. I'm super excited for it. It's unreal that we get to share this moment together. So please go and check out the link in the description below to make sure you're notified when it launches. It's going from the 24th of September to the 24th of October. But I don't want to take up all your time, so now let's get on with the video. In D&D, tools are practically always ignored, except for thieves' tools, of course. They are the only ones that really get any spotlight. I mean, sure, I know what's-he say, they love them all equally, but all you have to do is look at the mantelpiece. I mean, first off, thieves' tools are the only way you can unlock a locked door in most games. Plus, they are basically class-locked, so they feel a bit cooler and more exclusive, you know? Anyone can just pick up proficiency in cobbler's tools for basically free. So who cares if you have proficiency in cobbler's tools? I mean, you actually have to invest something to get proficiency with thieves' tools. You have to invest an entire level into rogues, at least one, and that's a pretty big investment. Plus, I can guarantee you that you'll come across a locked door that needs to be opened far more often than you'll come across a broken shoe that needs to be repaired in pretty much every single D&D game ever.
Because I am better.
At what?
Everything.
But for now, let's actually focus on the long-forgotten, abandoned stepchildren of the tool list in D&D, which is basically every other tool. Pretty much, yeah. None of them are that much better than the others. They're pretty much all forgotten. And why is that? What are their actual uses? Well, to put it simply, it's crafting. Crafting is where 99% of these tool sets actually come into place. Yes, I know there are exceptions, and I'll get into those in a little bit. But for now, all that they really give you is that you can now technically craft more things. Now, this wouldn't be too horrible, except for the fact that D&D's crafting rules are just shocking. They are horrifically bad, and that means that basically no one ever does it, which means no one ever even has a reason to look at most of the tool list.
No, I don't want to do that.
Rules as written in D&D: to craft something with wood, you need proficiency in and access to woodcarver tools, which, yeah, that makes sense, obviously, right? But my days, is it boring? And what can you do with it if you aren't crafting? Well, nothing. And that's obviously the first thing that we changed in Grit and Glory. Every single type of tool in the game can be used for some unique and special purposes. Obviously, a lot of them do interact with the crafting system. You generally require tools to craft, but even outside of that, they have something that they can do. For example, the brewer's set. You can use that to test liquids for toxins and poisons. And the repair set for the blacksmith. You can use that to repair and rebuild and reinforce different types of armor and weapons. One other thing that really bothers me about D&D's tools is that they're basically immortal. You get one set already with your starting equipment, and then you never think about them again, because no one cares about carrying capacity, so you never note that. No one really takes into account duration or degrading or anything like that. It's not like they're a magical weapon that has charges you have to manage. They just stay there, and you can use them as much as you like forever. But in Grit and Glory, every single toolset has a number of charges, similar to a magic item in D&D, to dictate how many times it can be used. But one of the cool things you can do is choose to use more than one charge at a time to get big bonuses to your roll at the expense of longevity of the item. And this comes in massively across all of the tool sets, but especially with the Thieves tools, because lockpicking has been massively updated in Grit and Glory. You can see a whole video going through it right there. But basically, your tools have a set chance of being damaged and possibly jammed using up one of those charges, and you get bonuses to the rolls by using more of those charges, so it makes it easier, which means you might actually have to replace them once in a while. But the good news is that whilst that does buff Thieves tools weren't the only ones that got a buff. We also have a ton of different items that are completely nothing to do with crafting. These tool sets allow you to do great other abilities, such as the Beastmaster kit, which helps you with tracking, capturing, and taming wild animals. Or you have the Healer's kit, which helps with removing debuffs and obviously restoring HP. And my personal favorite part is that these aren't just a one-tiered flat system like in D&D. You can actually get different qualities and different rarities of these tool sets for more charges, bigger bonuses, or even extra abilities. Another important thing to note is not just what they are used for, but how you get proficiency in them. In D&D, they're basically just a side note on a side note. So even if they were super useful, you'd never remember to check that you had proficiency in them anyway. But in Grit and Glory, you don't just get given to them by your background. You actually have to actively select the talents to gain proficiency in them. This means that you have actively chosen them, and you probably had a reason for doing that. So not only would that mean that they're more targeted to what you're doing, but you're more likely to remember them because you know that you chose them.
Oh, I remember.
So if you're ready to get to work and make your game much better, you better whip out the toolset of Grit and Glory. I hope you enjoyed that video in all of its nerdy glory, but now is time to talk about the Kickstarter. It is really important, I can't stress this enough. As much work as me and the team have put into this game, it simply cannot become a reality without the backing of people like you. So, if you can go and check it out in the description below, that would actually help us with getting these books printed and getting them shipped out to tables like yourself. In the meantime though, once you've finished all of that and given all of your money to us, you might as well check out some of these two videos here.